stop drinking water with your meals, you're diminishing your Agni and destroying your gut health. You heard that right.
Welcome back. How we living and loving. How are you guys doing? Thank you to my return subscribers. I really appreciate your work. And if you're new here, thank you. On this channel, we talk about everything trending, just like this one right now. Because a lot of people are just posting it on the internet, like, okay, the doctors on the internet, they are just pushing a lot of information out. And these informations they are pushing out, a lot of us do not know this. A lot of us has been doing this wrong. We were not told, we were not corrected. I don't know about you, but I am confused. Do not drink water. Do not drink water while you're eating. Drink a lot of water because it's gonna clean your system. Yo, what? Let's keep listening. So how are they gonna educate us? Grab something, because this one is interesting.
Now imagine you make a warm bowl of porridge or some sauteed vegetables or some warm salad which is boiled and steamed. Take a glass of water and pour on top of it. Will you eat this now? Everything has become damp. It's become cold. It's not appetizing anymore. The same thing with your gut. Your gut has digestive juices, hydrochloric acid, bile, digestive enzymes, and they need to be concentrated to be able to break down your food to aid digestion, absorption, and assimilation. When you drink a lot of water with your meals, you're diluting all of those digestive juices and enzymes. You're dampening the Agni, which is the Jatar Agni, the warm energy that's responsible for your digestion. Now the food is lying in your gut, fermenting, not digesting. So hello bloating, gas, flatulence, indigestion, constipation, swollen belly, inflammation and whatnot. This is because of that one simple mistake you're making, drinking a lot of water with your meals. Now, we've all been told to drink 8 glasses of water, but nobody really told us when and how to drink it. Ayurveda has that information and that intelligence. Ayurveda says, drink warm water 30 minutes before a meal and a few sips of water during the meal if you're feeling dry and parched, not more than a few sips. And wait for at least 30 to 45 minutes after the meal to drink water again. Add some cumin seeds, fennel seeds, coriander seeds. It's called CCFT. It becomes carbonative in nature. Add this to your water and drink it throughout the day. This will aid digestion. You can even add some grated ginger to it if you like. Some cinnamon sticks as well. This is also going to improve your metabolism and prevent bloating, gas and flatulence. Another thing to remember is drink a glass of water as soon as you wake up in the morning. 200 ml of warm water with 1 teaspoon ghee or lemon, cinnamon and ginger. This will aid digestion, improve evacuation of waste. Also make sure to drink a glass of water before you take a shower. This helps in controlling your blood pressure. Drink water after a workout, before a workout, and make sure to drink half a glass or 1 glass of water before bedtime so that you don't dehydrate, because remember, cardiac arrest happens due to dehydration early in the morning for most patients. You can prevent that. Make sure to finish drinking maximum amount of water during the first half of the day up to 4 o'clock, and then have 2 to 3 cups of water from 4 to 6 or 7 p.m. Do not drink too much water in the evenings. It leads to frequent urination. Half a cup of water is enough to make sure that you're hydrated and your lips are plump and moisturized when you wake up in the morning. Here's to a healthy gut and a healthy you.
Don't drink water when you eat. When you drink water while you're eating, you dilute your stomach acid. And if you dilute your stomach acid, then your body can't properly break down the food and digest it. And if you don't digest your food, then you're bloated and you're constipated and you feel like crap. And the reason that you feel like you need to drink water when you eat is because you're not chewing your food, and you're not chewing your food because you're constantly in a rush or feel like you're in a rush. You're just eating as fast as you possibly can, and so you need water to wash the food back because you're not letting yourself just naturally digest the food.
A lot of people are eating in less than 5 minutes their entire meal, and they're not chewing usually about 30 times in their mouth in mixing that with saliva in order to pre-digest the food. That's why so many people are walking around bloated, or they've got gas, or all sorts of actually food-based issues where if they chewed more, then their stomach wouldn't have to do as much work. The enzymes from the food or the gastric juices, such as pepsin or HCl, wouldn't have to be produced in such a large quantity. The issue is this, that even in Ayurvedic medicine, they split the stomach into essentially 4 parts during a meal. 2 parts were for food, 1 part was for liquid, and 1 part was for air. So this means don't pack your stomach full of food like we do on maybe a Thanksgiving meal or something like that. but they always did keep a part for liquid. How much liquid? Not a lot, maybe 4 to 8 ounces during the meal. And that could be a ginger tea. It could be some room temperature water, never cold with the whole food meal. Could be a little apple cider vinegar with that room temperature meal. Maybe just some lemon squeezed in some water. All of those are completely fine. And that will enable you to best digest your food.
Are you confused yet? I got another one. Because this next one actually shocked me. I remember we were told that breakfast is the important meal of the day. Y'all remember when they used to tell us to eat cereal? Because breakfast is the important meal of the day. They were using that to advertise the cereal. Now they are telling us that the breakfast that we've been eating ain't good. Y'all think the water was something? Listen to this one.
We were never supposed to eat 3 meals a day. Did you know that? Well, here's what I found in real human history. People ate when food was available, not because the clock said it was time. Some days they feasted, other days nothing. It wasn't until the late 1800s that breakfast, lunch, and dinner became a rule, pushed by industrial work schedules and food companies that made billions keeping you eating all day. Cereal companies told you breakfast is the most important meal of the day. Snack companies taught you to graze from morning to night. That became the norm. But constant eating keeps your body in storage mode, locking away fat and never switching on repair systems like autophagy, your body's natural way of clearing out damaged cells. Fasting, whether you're skipping breakfast or going 24 hours, gives your body a break from digesting so it can repair, reset, and burn stored energy. Our ancestors didn't need gyms or weight loss programs. They had fasting built into their lifestyle. We traded that for a system that gives you food you don't need. At times you're not even hungry. Why are you eating? Let me answer that. Because you've been programmed that it's time to eat. And not to mention, constant eating slowly breaks you down or kills you. Fasting isn't a trend. Eating nonstop is. Your body was designed for feast and repair, not breakfast, lunch, and disease.
Do I really need to eat breakfast? This is a good one. Let's talk about it. Skipping breakfast isn't saving you calories. It's telling your body the day started in a famine. When you skip breakfast, cortisol stays elevated from its natural morning spike because there's no food to signal safety. Your blood sugar stays unstable. Your body holds onto fat as a survival mechanism. For women with hormonal imbalances or high stress, breakfast within 60 to 90 minutes of waking can be one of the most impactful changes that they make. You skip breakfast because you're not hungry in the morning. You drink coffee until noon. By 2 p.m., you've eaten half a sleeve of crackers and a granola bar because you're suddenly starving. You eat a big dinner. You feel guilty. You promise to do better tomorrow. But the problem started at 7 a.m. when you told your body there was no food coming. It compensated by binge signaling you later. That's not a lack of discipline at 2 p.m. That's a consequence of silence at 7 a.m. Skipping breakfast keeps that cortisol elevated and blood sugar unstable for the first half of your entire day. Not feeling hungry in the morning can itself be a sign of cortisol dysregulation, not a reason to skip eating. Start with something small. Protein and fat within 90 minutes of waking, even 10 grams of protein shifts the hormonal cascade. If you skip breakfast, survive on coffee, then can't stop eating at 3 p.m., the afternoon isn't the problem. The morning is.
Fake health foods, oatmeal. You think this is the best breakfast ever. This is not the breakfast of champions. Oats are full of phytic acid, a compound that chelates, that bites onto minerals like magnesium, zinc, calcium, iron, and many others in your body and prevents you from absorbing them. Basically, your morning oatmeal is robbing you of nutrients, not a health food, horrible breakfast.
Let's face it, all this information online can be confusing. Y'all remember? Breakfast was the important meal of the day. Now they are telling us it is not. Oatmeal, oh my God. They used to preach how important oatmeal was. Now they are telling us it is not. Yes, sir. A lot of information's online with these online doctors. We don't know what and what is not, right? But we're gonna say credit to the creators for giving us this opportunity to add our comments. Go down in the comment section. What do you think? We can learn from each other. What I am gonna say is, and y'all can better it, add to it, just for us to keep on the information so we all can learn. I think we have to assess ourselves individually. Why do I say that? We got some people, they can go 2, 3 days without not eating. That ain't me. I wanna eat every day. We got some people, they just wanna have breakfast and they can skip lunch and dinner. You know what I mean? So, what works for you, it's what you should work with. And for sure, you have to check with your physicians, right? You got to check with your doctor. So, your doctor will know what works for you to have that lifestyle with it. I'm going to be running you this last clip. I think it is worth listening to for us to know where I'm trying to get to. Like, let's assess ourselves individually and make that a lifestyle. Until then, drop your comment. I'll catch up with you guys in the next one.
I've been eating beans every day for 3 months now. These are some of the things that I've learned from that. Here, my name is Erin. I am a 42-year-old mom of 10. I had to test out whether or not eating beans would help with my perimenopause symptoms. It's reversed 98% of my symptoms. Here's what I've learned, okay? I've learned that the amount matters. I've eaten as little as a quarter cup of beans. I've eaten as much as 2 cups of beans for breakfast. If you're eating a smaller amount, expect amazing results from just that. To get relief from your symptoms, I would say that at a bare minimum, you need to be eating at least 1 cup a day. When I eat up to 2 cups a day, I have the most control over my cravings. The sugar cravings are gone and the junk food cravings are gone. Something you eat definitely matters, and my hip pain is still directly linked to the amount of beans that I eat every single day. If I eat 1 cup of beans a day, I don't get any hip pain. Expect to have your life completely fixed and all your hormones completely fixed on like a quarter cup or a half cup a day. It's just probably not going to happen. You probably just need more support than that. The thing that I learned is that if people ate beans on a regular basis, probably like our grandparents, you'll spend less money on junk food. You just will. You don't crave it as much. Your body's satisfied. Your tummy's full. You're content. Sugary foods, they just don't have that chokehold on you.